What's up, everybody? Brett here. We're back today playing some more Taur, and we're gonna jump right into the Siege of Standing Rock. Let's do it. I really want to test out the Ravager. So, the elephant in the room right now is that I think next wave is going to be the Overlord once again. Should be a pretty tough battle. I feel like we're pretty ready for it. I think if I had a chance to do it multiple times, we would probably have a really good chance of winning. I'm glad that I left a level in between, though, as a bit of a warm-up. Let's try the Ravager here. It's completely unupgraded, which feels bad. But hopefully it's strong enough as a weapon to make up for it. Ooh, it feels very inaccurate. It seems obviously strong, though. Holy crap. Okay, let's switch over to the Disintegrator for now. Wow, just shooting everything out of the sky. Yeah, that I can already tell. The Ravager is going to be great for dealing with the Overlord. Like, yes, it seems like it has a kind of a wide firing array. But that doesn't really matter when your target is gigantic, right? Nice obliterator shot there at something that was already basically dead. Feels so bad whenever the obliterator is just like off target. Put the flare down. Add a little bit of burning effect, crush the shields. And just kind of watching my shield in general. Yeah, the little bit of rock formations here and there messing us up. Yeah, nailed it. Planes are doing the Lord's work. You can stop time. Launch mortars. So yeah, it's pretty sad that we're not going to be able to get the Ravager like up to speed and damage, which may make it a lot less viable. We may just want to stick with the Disintegrator. We'll see. We'll try. We'll do our best, guys. It's really hard to talk, play, and observe at the same time, as you can imagine. So it's really hard for me to watch numbers tick away at the top of the screen and try and get a real feel for, you know, which weapon is better at what. I'm sure if they were all fully upgraded, their individual strengths would be obvious, right? You know, one being better versus shields, one being better versus HP, one being better versus armor. Super obvious. But when one is upgraded several times and fully upgraded versus one that's just recently unlocked, even if it is by its design a stronger weapon, it's just so much harder to tell. So, alright. Overlord, HELLROCK, we're going in. Let me warm my fingers up a little bit. That wasn't that good of a test for us. Because we didn't really have to cycle through anything. We didn't have to cycle through our shield usage. We didn't have to cycle through, you know, our different weaponry, really. We didn't have to do anything. So, let's go into research here. I really wish I could get the searing plasma. Yeah. It sucks. Cryohawk. Feels a little wimpy, but oh yeah, we're locked out of that now. Let's just get all the upgrades we can, whatever they may be. Nice. A little bit of extra shield regen on the shield surge ability. That's cool. I'll take it, and I think that's about all we've got, right? Yeah, I mean we could get these, but what are they? These are not necessary upgrades. Alright guys, let's do it. I'm excited, I would have loved to have been just a little bit more prepared. Let's try and knock it out, though. And we'll be attentive to whatever stage of the battle we're in, trying to use the appropriate weapon. So I think, if I remember correctly, he starts off with armor. No shield, but armor. So the Punisher is the thing to do. Excels against armored enemies, it says at the bottom there. So that's what we're going to do. And when he shows up, we're going to use our primary weapon to deal with the armor. Yeah. Let's also go up in the air. Alright, slow down time. Let's shoot him here. Let's also drop the flare and the mine. We can drop the mortars as well. Start chipping away. Pretty heavy hits there. And I'm going to try just to focus down the Overlord this battle. I don't know if that's correct. In the last battle, I've kind of split my focus between the forces attacking me and the Overlord itself. And I'm trusting that the Punisher really is the best weapon for the job. Okay, can we even hit him with the shot? Let's try. Let's do a little bit of a lead up there. That way when it's... There we go. Are we going to land? Yeah, it looks like we whiffed. Feels bad. We can throw up the flare, though. It's under the influence. You can see the little debuff there. And I'm going to go ahead and place a mine right here. Our shield's holding up. Slow down time. Let's check the health of our buildings. We've got a little bit of damage going. We should just repair. And he's doing exactly what he did last time. It's like right at the end, he just kind of nuked my shield. Right before he landed. It's almost as if like it's a scripted thing. Like they're setting it up to have it go down right before this phase starts. So his shield is loading up and his armor's almost down. Okay, here we go. So how's our HP doing? Looking great. Let's get the disintegrator out. And we're going to do our best to kind of juggle. Every time we shoot, we also want to make sure that we're hitting. Alright, let's lower our shots. The shield's going down quickly. Our shield is now up. Okay. Let's go mortar. And try not to burn our weapon down completely. What I was trying to say is let's get maximum value out of our abilities by making sure that we're also hitting his shield at the same time. If I ever accidentally overburn my disintegrator, then I definitely need to make sure I'm using... Okay, let's get this going. I definitely need to make sure that I'm using my mortars too. Alright, get that going, and our shield is almost down. 15 seconds left on repairs, 25 seconds essentially left. On our shield coming back up. Alright, let's get the repair drones going. Nothing is really hurt yet, but it will be. The shield's dropping. And our shields are almost back online. 10k left. Alright, our shields are back up. Drop that. Drop the mine here. I'm doing it always on the edge of its shield because I'm hoping to also hit its shield. Okay, a little bit of an over eager there with my primary. Alright, and after this starts the phase where they shoot at us with a gigantic laser. There we go. Add that burning effect. So now this is where we go back up into the air and we test out the Ravager. Okay, our shield is back down. That's no bueno. Slow down time. Let's get this going. Now let's see how well this does. Yeah, we just need to shoot everything and go for the reload. Oh my god, it's got a long reload. Okay, that did a ton. Make sure every shot hits. Oh my god, shield back up. Alright, let's check our HP. Our HP is fine, but it looks like one of our decimators is about to get wrecked. Alright, the obliterator landed a nice shot. Alright, let's repair. Repair drones, get in there. While I still have a shield left to hide behind. Reloading as fast as we can. Drop those arrows, Rangers. Damn. That is some shield crushing nonsense. Having the flare up, let's go ahead and switch it out. Disintegrator. Let's see how much damage this does. Having the flare up whenever we're unloading a full clip of Ravager ammo seems like a pretty nice combo. So our shield's back down, and it's down before... Oh no, it's down before the laser's coming up. That's so bad. Yeah, it's hard to tell how much damage we're doing. Keep in mind that, like, we have nearly continuous fire compared to the Ravager with the incredibly long, like, reload time. Alright, let's get that shield back up. We've only lost a few minor buildings. Our repairs, though, I mean, we don't really even need the repair drones. Our stuff is still at pretty decent HP. The major difference between this time and last time is that we have way more HP on everything than we did before. Oh, man. We're getting him down, and our buildings are very much intact. Repair drone. Get down there, do your work. Fire those mortars. Oh man, missiles are coming now. We're hoping our Talos, yes, our Talos are shooting them out of the sky, mostly. Oh no, here we go. Lots of planes. Alright, drop another mine. Slow-mo time. I think we've got it, guys. If this is the last stage, I mean, unless this thing gets like a full recharge in HP. Shields up. Alright. And big time. Rangers. Volley should finish it. And down he goes. Hell yeah. Alright. Wave 100 victory. HELLROCK secured by Taurian forces. And I'm curious what happens after this. Is this the end of the game? Do you get to keep playing if you'd like? I don't know. You can begin the Infinity War. Interesting. You have successfully defeated the Imperion Overlord and repelled its armies. There is no doubt that the Imperion intends to strike back in the future, but for now, Taria is safe. Well done, Commander. So it gives you a little bit of stats here. How many guys we've killed overall. In the entire campaign? We've only killed that many mammoths? Okay, I'll take that. It's a total list of our casualties too. We've lost 526 Guardians, the true heroes. Interceptors did the Lord's work. Our Rangers even took a hit. Begin Infinity War. Let's see what that's like. I know a lot of you guys came to my channel through this game, and I want you to know that I appreciate it. I hope you find other games in the future that you like. I am interested in continuing to play this game. I'm also interested in continuing to, especially if the views are incredible. I mean, I can't, it's hard. I'm a small YouTube channel. I can't say no to, like, great views. But I'm interested in perhaps a restart where we go, like, a completely different direction in terms of how we try to start off. Go for different techs, different weapons right off the bat, and see if we're able to be successful. We'll go into another siege here, and we're going to have to rebuild some stuff. But let's deploy. I want to test out the Ravager a little more. We still have yet to see every weapon. So, I mean, there's some usefulness to that. Also, we had that missile weapon. It's not upgraded, so I didn't use it. But that might have been cool, the one that, like, locks on. Let's rebuild all structures. And something else that people have mentioned, and I totally agree with, and it's something that I don't think I'm going to go through the trouble of doing it in this playthrough, is to destroy all these, like, turrets that we have here that are really close to the core. I didn't know when I first started playing. I thought I had to place things, like, near the core, and I thought that by doing so, I was also helping to protect my primary building, because I was giving it a little bit of cover with these outside buildings. But what I definitely would do in the future is put all of my, like, infantry and Air Force buildings, I would put them all here in the inner cores, and on the outside cores, I would put all my shortest range turrets. That way they would be closest to the action and have more opportunities to shoot. And I could just destroy them right now, and then kind of reorganize, rearrange. I'm just not going to go through that much trouble. We basically just beat the game, right? So we're good to go. Let's try out the Ravager. This is mostly just Ravager testing for fun. It looks awesome. It's just that long reload time. And there's basically nothing you can do about it. Like, you just have to shoot. So I'm glad we got the extended clip, because I feel like it would suck without it. But for me, it's definitely like an Overlord killer. Alright, I feel like I'm disrespecting this mission a little bit. We can go ahead and get our shields, everything on cooldown. Drop a mine, why not? Coming from anywhere else. I have to say though, it seems like the disintegrator is just the best go-to weapon. Get rid of the Punisher ASAP. I think it did a great job of taking down the armor of the Overlord in the beginning. If that battle had gone on for a lot longer, we would have slowly but surely begun the process of, like, losing more and more buildings. Our DPS would have suffered. We would have had no planes whatsoever to help defend us. And we could have gotten whittled down. Our cooldowns were starting to get to that point where they were, like, kind of just slow. And the disintegrators are a great weapon to switch to when you're worried about reloading. Because, like, look, now we're back online. You know, we didn't have to wait for that super long reload. We're just good to go. Is that it? Are we good? Everyone's pretty much good? Yeah, that was it. I'm excited. I'm so happy we took down the Overlord. I'm curious if there are people out there who did it Man, there's no way, right? There's no way you beat him the first time you face him. That's got to be impossible. The second time, maybe. If I knew exactly which things to rush, I feel like I could beat him on not day 50, day 75. I think we had a shot to beat him at day 75 if we had the right buildings. We were just that little bit too weak. If I was a little bit more economic with, like, what to upgrade and what weapons to get, I could see us having saved a lot of different research. So we can get... What do we need for this? Just one of these? Okay. Alright, so Searing Plasma, fully upgraded Ravager. And you'll see the numbers barely even change. Yeah, that sucked. That sucked pretty bad. The numbers barely change because you're talking about... I mean, it's 10 damage for each shot, and it shoots like, you know, like a Gatling gun. So, that makes sense. What do we need now? We could use some more Astral Crystals. Go ahead and do an air raid. You know, I could call it after beating the boss, but I think most of you guys just want to see the cool battles. Watch stuff get demolished by the different weapons. So we'll keep it going a little bit. I'd love to know what you guys want to see happen in the comment section. Just let me know. We'll try this weapon out. Yeah, this weapon definitely sucks, though. This is definitely just for the boss. Like 100% just for the boss. And it might be cool when it's upgraded, but like we could have done so much damage already with just the damage over time effect on the disintegrator. You know, what am I doing? Let's get the Ravager out. Let's get up in the air with it. Just minigun dudes out of the sky. Probably best used versus the interceptors. Ooh, they're a little bit squirrely. But it's good at doing HP damage, and the interceptors have no shields. They have no shields and no armor. So, it kind of feels like that's supposed to be like their sweet spot. But maybe they're just a little fast for the projectiles. Not in slow-mo, though. Wow, in slow-mo, this is devastating. Yeah, that was cool. Try and get a little bit better at shooting it. Alright, am I getting another wave? I am. I mean, I can kind of just shoot like that and just hit stuff, maybe. This might be another case of one of those weapons where you just kind of want to shoot it really close to your dome because the projectile speed being so slow. Just reload while there's a lull in the action. Is that it? Did we get another one? There we go. Yeah, how is this not more efficient than that one doopy laser that barely does any work at all? Or that one missile that shoots out, rather. It takes 5 seconds to lock on, shoots one missile, and then you gotta wait 5 seconds for it to reload. Like, that's crazy. I feel like it shouldn't have both. Like, if you're gonna make me wait that long for a reload, give me I don't know, give it a super fast lock on, or give it a decently length lock on, but give it like an infinite number of missiles. I can just keep shooting them. Oh, Jesus. Can't really miss when you're shooting into that. Tiny's down here biting my toes while I'm trying to commentate. Very distracting, Tiny. Very unprofessional. He's so funny. I just took him for a walk around the neighborhood. He's like scared of every car, even the ones that are parked and not doing anything. He wants to walk like 10 feet away from them. It's easy to forget that he's basically a human baby. He's like, ooh, that's rough. He's like he's 10 weeks old. Like that's a baby. It doesn't matter how, like, much other stuff he can do compared to a 10-week-old human baby. He just doesn't know things. He gets scared really easy. I came home yesterday. I went to Lowe's and bought, like, a big, like, 5-gallon gas tank. And I put it by the back door, kind of near where his food is. And he would not go near his food bowl, and I couldn't figure out why. He was kind of like sidestepping around it, and I didn't understand. And my wife comes and she takes the gas tank and she moves it a couple feet away, and then he goes right to his food. He just didn't like it being that close to his food. Oh, that was kind of weird. It makes sense. Understanding. I mean, I understand dogs, but like, I just didn't even think about it as a puppy. Like, he doesn't know what that thing is. He doesn't want that anywhere near his food bowl. Like, I get that. He's just so scared of everything. Repair drones are doing their work while the shields are down. Okay, everything's pretty much getting shot down. Yeah, look how much we have to lead our shots when they're that far away. Get the shield back up. I'm kind of shocked this is still going on. Reload. Something I haven't noticed that I was hoping you guys would tell me. I'm going to try and look for it right now. Do our rangers shoot at all? I don't think so. So, I've been asking myself whether or not it's appropriate to even use that ability because you're never going to hit with it in an air raid. Or at most you're going to hit one, maybe two flying units. So if my rangers are all like stopping for a second, their normal attacks to kind of like do a synchronized shot with that ability, it's probably not worth it because all I'm doing is interrupting them from protecting my base to take a shot that's probably not even going to hit. So that ability feels like it should be useful in an air raid. I just don't think it is. Your odds of hitting, I think, are just too low. And I wonder, we're in an infinite mode. I wonder if it'll give me more opportunities to fight the Overlord again. That's what I'd really be interested in doing. And now we want to get the stellar crystals, that's for sure. Man, I even need an additional prime crystal to unlock the last weapon, which is kind of what I want to do before we finish this out. And I do want to forge a little bit more with the Ravager, but stellar crystals are kind of tight. This will probably be the last thing we do today, and then tomorrow we'll just make a point of trying to get the new weapon, checking it out, doing weapon upgrades. And then we'll see where the series goes from there. There's plenty of great games out right now that I'm very interested in. Man, the Punisher sucks. What a terrible, what a terrible. The Disintegrator, however, I actually absolutely love. It also feels way more futuristic, which is kind of what I feel like our entire like vibe is as a droid species. That's even a thing. Okay, let's slow it down. Let's use all of the tools available to us before this... I did not mean to hit that button. Before this becomes, like, overwhelming. If you have to accidentally hit that button, it's better to do it in the beginning when you don't actually need the shields. But what it is doing, though, is protecting our Guardians. It's giving them some regen so that they don't fall. So it's not terrible, because these dudes are honestly not even really a threat to our shields for the most part. Or at least they haven't been in the past. Just apply that burning to as many of these units as we can. There we go. There we go. Slow that down. Drop borders. And I've said this in the past, guys, if you're new to my channel and you're curious like what content I have that you might enjoy, I play a ton of indie games. And if you don't find something in my playlist, honestly, shame on you. There's some pretty good games in there. Good tower defense games, really great tower defense games. Lots of dungeon crawlers. And there's still plenty of good series that I'm still working on. That's a pretty big blob right there. Let's get these guys. Get them feeling the burn. And they're still coming, okay. Wait to see where they blob up the most so I can use my volley. A little off center there, that's okay. Our shields are actually going down despite my proclamation earlier that shields weren't that relevant in Skyfall. Let's go ahead and pop it now. I'll pop it a little bit prematurely because I want to keep my Guardians alive. They're going to get that regen, and I think it's really going to help them. Man, they're just coming. Alright, another volley. Looks like we might be reaching the end here. Air Force doing a great job. Skadoosh. Yeah, look at our Guardian Force gone. I'd like to know how much of an effect that early shield use had on keeping them alive. Right when they started taking like maximum damage, right when we were fully surrounded and their shields were basically going down or down already, we popped the shield, and I have to imagine that kept them alive longer. At this point, I would definitely take another Skyfall. Let's go into research. We can't get that yet. We can unlock the Cryo Hawk for next time. With several auto-lock surface-to-air cryo missiles. Okay, this one's different from Havoc. Allowing it to fire more missiles. I figured that's the case. That it had something like that. And allowing it to lock on quicker. So, my two biggest complaints, it has upgrades to help. But I'm very curious whether or not that ever makes it, like, really, really good. We'll get some of these, like, cheap upgrades to see. Because I am down to try it out. Let's come here for the Ravager. See if we can get a shoddy. Oh, hell no. Decent. Okay. We can't get the next tier. It's alright. Guys, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm stoked that we finally beat the Overlord. I'm happy that there's an infinite mode afterwards, that if we want to keep testing, we can. We don't have to start all over. But, yeah, that's it. We'll probably do one more video if you're interested. And at that point, all you gotta do is let me know what your level of interest is in me continuing the series or moving on to something else. There are some great, great indie games out there that I'd love to try. I'm not a big YouTube channel. I don't get these games for free. I have to pay for them. I paid basically full price for this. It was like 20 bucks. So, as I've said sometimes, I like to play the games so you guys don't have to. And because certain games are, honestly, they're more fun to watch than to play. I watch a crap ton of YouTube. Games that I don't want to play at all, but that I love to watch someone else play. And I feel like Taur might be one of those games. It's super fun to watch. Maybe a little less fun to play. That's up for you guys to decide. But that's it. I'm Brett. Goodtalk Gaming is my channel. And as always, y'all, I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.